Live from Crawford Studios, it's CC. Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's up, brothers?
Have you ever seen something twice in the same exact way? What if the Mandela Effect aren't bad memory, but version of it? Today, we are talking about glitches in the Matrix.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. So today we're talking about things like glitches in the Matrix, things in where things just don't make sense in reality.
Right.
A glitch could be something like deja vu, right? We all
Right.
experience that. That's a very common thing. Mandela effects, we're talking about the Tic Tac.
Yeah.
Like something like Tic Tac. Everybody thinks there's a hyphen in there, but there is no hyphen. There's never been a
Right.
Berenstain Bears. Or is it the Bears?
It's the same with the song "We Are the Champions," right?
Oh, yeah.
They think that they say an explanation
the world.
and it doesn't happen.
Say that.
Oh.
It just goes, we are the champions.
And that dies out.
Oh,
That's
Not
okay.
of the world.
shut up.
Yep.
You know I'm going to
Yeah.
listen to that shit on the way home, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be like, oh, why it's not there?
Because I remember, I know I make fun of.
That's one of the glitch. That's I took the but
Yeah, the Mandela.
yeah, absolutely.
So, but another glitch is like reality, where things don't make sense. Loading in air.
Right, yeah, that's what Lou was trying to say. I put that. Yeah,
Things like that.
that's from watching ancient
Or
aliens.
the NPC behavior. Some people, there is a belief that if we are living in sin,
Right.
that there are NPCs, there are people who are part of the system that are just not main characters.
What do they? What do you
Yeah.
say?
An NPC in a video game is a non-playable character. You
Right.
know, like in GTA,
So what do they do? Like
police freaks that just say random shit.
Yeah.
Like those are NPCs.
Yeah.
They're not playable characters. They're
Right.
just kind of, or like a character who's you
Right.
talk to and they just go and they give the dialogue and they go. And
Well,
sometimes you see with people where they just like seem like they're spitting up dialogue. And
yeah. And there's really nothing coming out of their mouth that they understand it. But that's the same thing we're talking about, like with ghosts. Are ghosts really ghosts, like the spirits? Or is it like,
I do. I
that
think so.
Matrix? Is it that, you know what I'm saying?
Could be both.
It's different things that they say. I mean,
You know?
I mean, talk about all that kind of different shit.
That's true. That's true.
Because you've seen the Matrix, when the two
The brothers, the twins, right?
twins, that they were like
They were able to go in and out
they
of stuff.
were dipping in and out
Yeah.
or whatever, that they were chasing Trinity and Morpheus
Right.
down the highway for the key.
They were hard to
they-
kill.
Remember, well, and you know what's funny is right before that. Remember when the Oracle says something like, "If you ever seen anything, heard any stories about ghosts, vampires, or werewolves,
Right.
it's a program doing something they're not
They're
supposed to be
They
doing."
do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have you guys?
And you saw the ghosts.
Yeah.
They were acting like ghosts.
Yes. Exactly.
Right.
You know? Another glitch in the Matrix could be time abnormalities, where things don't add up time wise, either maybe time dilation or you hear stories of like planes leaving and then the clocks don't match up like 5 minutes or something. They
Yeah.
showed up 5 minutes early.
Right.
or
Yeah.
Things like that
Mhm.
happening.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I'm looking at it funny you say that too. This week, was it just me, bro? This week seemed like it was dragging on.
Yeah,
Like the
yep.
work day, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. The
was
work day.
dragging.
When I got up every morning, I was like, God,
Yeah.
what do you know?
And
Not-
where time seems longer. And you know what?
Yeah.
And it's not. And when that happens, if you talk to other people will be like, yeah, it does seem that way. So it's not like you ever realize is it a personal experience or is it?
Is it really happening? Like,
Right.
is it?
Is it live or is it memory?
Or are we noticing something that we didn't really pay attention to begin with?
Yeah.
I feel that things go faster because when I think about the times when I'm younger and what I was doing in the course of that day, I got a lot done. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So not to say that I don't now, but it was a different time. So now I don't think I was running out of time because I stayed up later. I was either watching the baseball game and then I didn't go to bed till like 11:30, 12 o'clock. Then I had to get up for work at 6, just saying.
Right.
When you're young, it's different. But then as you get older, you start to realize like, oh,
There's also another one to it.
Yeah.
Your eating habit. Sometimes you'll see a number repeat over and over and over. Now, psychologically does explain this. They do have a psychological thing saying that it's just like one of those things when you notice something pops up like you think about buying a
You're right.
Wrangler. All of a sudden you go, oh my God, There's a lot. Your
It's
friend
like-
goes on the road. I didn't notice this many. So
That's true.
that could, there is a thing in psychology. You know, I don't want to say it's definitive.
Right.
But you're right about that though, because when I do see the number I always told you guys about before, 851,
Right.
it's always something would happen before I notice the number. So in other words, I'll be, oh shit, that's right, so whatever it might be, right?
Mhm.
And then I'll go, well, 851. So I would put them together because of that,
Yeah.
for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Like
That
they,
makes sense.
for some reason that number would show up.
Yeah.
And there is some kind of pop culture references to like glitches in the Matrix. And I don't mean pop culture like the Matrix where it's obvious, but like think of like the Truman Show. You know, we're living in a simulation, but like maybe it's not
Right.
a Truman Show. Maybe
Oh.
the only one. Maybe you guys are actors.
Right.
Reminiscent of,
Yeah.
And one of us is only in the simulation.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody else is actor.
Well, listen, bro. Sometimes some of the shit that people say to me, I'm like,
Yeah, but when you know that, though, you're saying that, right? So what are we then? If we don't recognize that or understand it or know we're an actor, then how does that work? If that person doesn't know,
Well, that's the thing. Right. It would be like you're the only one who's the real person. Everybody else.
exactly. So you're the real. So we're like right now. So we'll take this like three of us sitting here.
This
right now.
kind of gets a little existential, like
Yeah,
who's
it'll be
the-
action. But like it's like Tom. It's this was his idea for the show. So now we're gonna write off of what he said, and
So
we're
you
gonna ask
guys
what-
are actors.
So
Yeah,
we're the
I'm the Truman. So
and
you guys
yeah,
are the
so
only
we're gonna-
actors.
okay.
we're gonna improv off of what he's
Gotcha.
doing. That's
And by the way, if anybody hasn't seen this Truman Show, it is a movie with Jim Carrey.
Mhm.
One of the more serious movies he
Yeah.
plays. It had funny scenes, but it wasn't.
Oh, it did. He was great.
Yeah.
But like where he was like, it was like a reality show, like a whole channel that just followed.
He starts to
this
pick it
guy,
up.
and everybody else was actor.
Starts to figure it out.
yeah. Like things start to happen. Like now it's too much of the same.
Like every time he tries leaving, all of a sudden all these traffic just appears out of
Yeah.
nowhere. The cars just go
yeah.
in the middle
Uh-huh.
like that. you know?
Right.
You realize that happens sometimes. Like you try to get somewhere and traffic is there. Like you wonder,
Yeah. Right. Are they building that? And
they don't want me. They don't want me going there.
Yeah.
to this.
or you
That's
had
what it is.
every night.
So the
Yeah.
traffic is keeping you safe.
Every
We
day.
don't even realize.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. Is it really keeping you safe, or they just build?
Preventing you to be involved with whatever's going on up ahead.
Or like Tom was saying,
Right.
is it that it's they're coding it? So we really are in the matrix, and they're setting the code up for us
Yeah.
to go further down. 84. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
To not there's traffic. You know what I mean? The lights are red. So like when you're coming out of your house, you go
They
to
don't
the
want us
road.
taking 84. We got to take the back roads. We got to take
Exactly.
CR1.
Right, exactly. You see? There it is, bro. There it is. Yeah. But you're right. There's so many different things that you saying that.
Yeah.
Clicks. It's like,
I know that movie's a real mindful
yeah, it is, bro.
because like
Yeah. Wasn't the other one like that? Well, no, it wasn't. Egg was something different. That was
But-
really different. There was another movie where the dude, he was the main character. All right. What's his name?
oh
He had turned around. and-
You, Tom. Steve. Sorry.
Yeah. But that guy that he was, he had the camera following him around and stuff like that. It was different. But no, the Truman Show.
Yeah, the show was a good movie. My
Yeah.
kids were actually the ones who told me about that. I needed to watch that. You guys,
Yeah.
the Truman Show.
Yeah.
They were all big about the movies. And, yeah, and it was good. I like the whole concept. And, yeah,
But-
and that he broke free at the end.
Right.
It's like,
That was that.
he said it for one last time. At
Yeah.
the end.
But we didn't see it. Sorry.
That was me out forever. If you haven't seen it and I ruined it for you, well,
SOL.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
But you know, one of the other things like I mentioned earlier with Mandela,
Right.
Right.
you know, Mandela Effect happens a lot. There's a lot of examples where everybody assumes it's one thing, but it's
it's not.
and that makes you wonder. Now again, I brought up the Berenstain Bears
Right.
and the Berenstain Bears.
Right.
Technically, it's spelled Berenstain, not Steen.
Right. Right.
The Monopoly Man. Everybody always assumes the Monopoly Man has a monocle.
Yeah. He does it
Yeah,
Yeah.
why is that?
because he looks like the proper rich guy
Right.
back in the day.
Yeah, the monocle.
And for some reason, I think I'm one of those people, probably.
Don't have,
when you have-
oh, don't have collect $100.
Right.
That's another.
You're right.
Oh, you think he had it on?
Yeah, because I always remember it for some reason. So possibly I did at one point. But
Yeah.
but you're right about that. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
that's interesting. I like that one.
Also, we're big Star Wars fans here.
Right?
He never says, Luke, I am your father.
No.
He just says, "I'm your father."
It doesn't say,
Yeah.
I am your father.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't say that.
I am your father. That's what he says. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that one I remember.
And of course, I bring up the one Sinbad as a genie.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of people think he was like in Shazam or something like that, or he just was a movie with him as a genie.
Right.
And it's funny because I swore he was in a movie with a genie. He never was in any movie as a genie, Sinbad,
Right.
the comedian Sinbad.
No.
And also another one is the logo for Fruit of the Loom. Everybody thinks there's a cornucopia in it.
no,
It's just fruit.
it's just a fruit. Yeah,
But a lot of people think that it has a cornucopia. And I remember a
Wait,
cornucopia.
See why? Because I thought there was another level of underwear that had that in there, and that's why.
I don't ever remember cornucopia.
A lot of people think it's a cornucopia.
Yeah, why do we?
Yeah.
That's it. Why? Yeah.
I don't ever remember.
Very cool.
Oh shit,
Very cool. I love this stuff.
that's funny.
Yeah.
But so now that's what we're saying. So now
Why do we remember it this way though? What is that? Is that the glitch in the matrix? Was there an update?
This, for some reason, we heard it that way. You know, for whatever reason we believe because we've seen it or heard it or whatever or both. And that's how it stays in your head.
Yeah. Okay. I got one.
But again, I really don't know what the answer is, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, okay. Peanut butter.
Yeah, what matter?
Jiffy.
It's Jif.
JIF.
Yeah.
But people, Jiffy, because it was, I remember a commercial.
baby.
No, Jiffy,
Jiffy.
Jiffy, the
Right.
Jiffy on the jar. But it was, I remember a commercial that way back when that somebody in this commercial had said Jiffy.
Okay.
So then people, I think, then made that.
That makes
Because
sense.
Jif, I only know Jif. I don't remember ever being
Right.
Jiffy on the bottom. I mean,
But I think some pop culture things do change things in people's mind.
right,
Like, for instance, the Luke, I am your father.
right.
Who said that? In what movie?
Star Wars.
No,
No.
it wasn't Star
Said-
Wars.
Actually said Luke, I am.
Yeah, that actually said it. It was what's
Tommy Boy.
Yes, Tommy.
Oh, yes.
When he's in front of the fence.
But that would be. But I think people were saying Luke, I am your father before that. Because I remember because I am your father. People aren't going to
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Yeah, but I say, but people are like they have to reference the movie. So then I'm going to say to you, if I say I am your father, you what the fuck you talking about? You're not my fucking father. No, dude, the movie. You know, so Star Wars, Luke, I am your father. You would say or do something, which is not everything,
Yeah.
but that it would be the reference. This way, the people that you're talking to would catch the reference. You know, I mean, we'll say something about Arnold, and then that's when we get you to turn around and say Arnold, and you'll make a joke.
You'll
or
do
you'll
something
reference the movie or whatever.
Was that written in?
Right.
Is that part of the
And you're like, is everything that you're
the
saying
equation?
right? Is everything that you're saying in the movie?
It's already pre-received, and then
Yeah.
it's already been written, and you're going to do it now
Right. You know what I mean?
because it's a program.
There you go. There you go. All right. Boom. Looney Tunes.
Go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Right. So it's Looney Tunes.
Originally, go ahead.
Is it Tunes? TOONS or TUNES?
TUN.
Everybody thinks it's Tunes, TONS.
No,
It's TUNES.
that's right.
Yeah.
TUN.
I found that out like recently. Curious George.
Oh, yes.
Tail or no tail?
No tail.
What was Curious George again? See, now I wasn't really familiar with it.
The man with the yellow hat.
Yeah.
Curious George.
Oh, the monkey, right?
Yeah, the monkey. Yes.
Tail or no tail?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a
Did
minute.
he have a
Wait a
tail?
minute. Wait, don't
Did
say
he have
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to say tail.
No tail, though.
Wow,
No tail for Curious George. That I remember too. I remember that one. No tail. Yeah.
very cool.
Got it.
The reason why people.
The same with the Captain Kirk thing. He never says, Scotty, beam me up.
No.
But the reason why it's called the Mandela Effect is because when Nelson Mandela died, people thought he had already died. People were like, didn't he die like a while ago?
Right.
Because he was locked up. He was in
Yes.
jail.
Right.
So everybody thought that he was killed in jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because so the idea, but I mean, so now I don't know that one.
I remember when he got out of jail.
Yeah, he got out of jail. And he became president. And he became president.
But
of
everybody
freaking-
thought that he was dead in jail. You know what I mean? But to me, there was that conspiracy. You know, say that he's dead in jail because he was fighting the power. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you say that he's
Right.
dead in jail, Oscar Mayer, MEYER, M-A-Y-E-R.
M-A-Y.
Sing the song.
M-A-Y.
I'm out to eat and ask my
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mayor, not mine.
Like John.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Mine.
Yeah. Crazy, right? It's one of those
Fucking
like, oh,
nuts,
shit.
man. Because then it makes your mind think. You're trying to. Something
Yeah,
to
that's John Mayer's son. In the
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced anything that you
Well,
saw a glitch or
well,
something?
there's a
happen?
lot of different things that have been caught on camera.
Right.
Glitches in the matrix. Maybe
Mhm.
some stuff caught on camera, but repeating pedestrian behavior, where sometimes they'll see like maybe someone cross and then someone looks exactly the same, or sometimes people wearing the same outfit.
Right.
So, that again, that goes kind of based into the whole NPC thing, the whole NPC theory, is if this is a simulation,
Right.
a simulation, or they're like fillers, like they're just characters just walking as background
Mm-hmm.
audience. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's been videos of birds frozen in midair.
Mhm.
Right.
And this is way before AI existed. Because now it's kind of like, and that's the problem too, is like you could be like, oh, well, it was AI, it was an AI video. It was
Some
an AI
stuff you
video.
can figure out. Something.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good at it when I see a lot of stuff.
They use the same voice a lot of
Yeah,
times
yeah.
in AI too.
They haven't gotten. Listen, it's just a matter of time where it's going to get to where you're
Yeah.
going to have to have a good eye for it.
Yeah.
Also, the way
You're
that
going to have to know
they do a lot of like, I'm here at the park and so is at the 5 foot. That's how they
Exactly.
talk. They always talk the same. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Yeah. And
I think they do that on
Annoying.
purpose.
right. Just because you're supposed to know the difference. That's
Yeah.
how to help. No,
But they also now have websites that scan photos. I don't know about for videos, but you can scan photos and tell they have special like good scanners that
Right.
can scan an image. Say,
yeah.
AI
It'll
not.
be like
So if the
1%.
right, if it was made from AI,
Yeah.
which is good that they had that
It
stuff.
was
Yeah.
0% chance, but they'll be like it's 1%.
Right. At least. Yeah. That's why. But we spoke about this before. And I was always like, damn it, this Matrix shit is like, I mean, it feels real. It feels like it could be. We could be because of all of the things we've been talking about. This evening. Mandela Effect. Just when we double take, we see something, we hear something.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're like, what the hell? What was that?
When you hear something.
Yeah. You're looking at something and it's like,
Could you it'd be like
walking in the
did you hear
street.
that?
Yeah, well, you see your doppelganger. Here I am on somewhere else, and I'm like, was that fucking Lou? And I'm calling Lou up. Lou, is that you? Tom, wait, you're where, Tom? You know what I mean?
You know what I will say?
Yeah.
I saw you double.
I look just
Yeah.
like you, and I took a picture of him, and you're like, doesn't
Look like me.
look like me at all.
But they saw
Well,
something
maybe, yeah,
inside that
it's like-
person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or that you look different. That you look different to yourself
Why is that?
than people look to you.
oh,
Or you look to people. I'm sorry. It's like you look one way to me, and to Lou, than what you see yourself in the mirror. But you look like somebody else. So like
there you go.
it's the thing that would make. So we are when we're born, we
Yeah.
see the bottom half of the face. I believe is what it is, from like the nose down. That's how babies recognize their parents and stuff like that. It's not the whole face. I think it's that the lower half of your face.
Right.
So then, as we get older, we start to look and catch other things on people's faces. So that now I'm looking at you right now.
Yeah.
I go and it's whatever one thing that I see about your face that I will see that it looks familiar on somebody else.
Or somebody else.
It's
That's probably what it is.
so
Half the time.
that's when you go to you. Like, oh shit, that guy looked like Tom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, that smirk. That guy looked like Tom. Oh shit, the way that guy, I thought that was Lewis. But the way he had the hat on and
Right.
I was looking behind. You know what I mean? It's always that one something,
yeah, of course.
But I would say for me, deja vu is probably the one thing that
Yeah.
you sit back and oh,
I get that.
oh,
I get something like that. Like, yeah. So
And there's been other situations where
I'm having a strange feeling right
flew
now.
into the sky, and everything's pixel.
oh,
Or
dude,
like-
I saw that. The
like-
bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's kind of hard to tell though, because like, is that the camera? Is that like a digital?
And it's always the
camera?
pictures are never clear and they're always blurry. So
Or is that actually like, or is it, oh my God, it's the Matrix or the
Right.
Matrix, everything
Mhm.
pixelated, or is it like a camera? That's a tough one to.
right.
Right, because of the angle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
how far away it is.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, is it real or is it a mess up in the
What is
code?
it?
The Mandela effect, I think, is the biggest thing that we question.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
People, why is it that a majority of people or a large amount of people believe something to be one way,
Right.
but it's
Right. Yeah. Like we said before.
Yeah, I get it.
Even Fruit Loop.
so
you
some
know?
people even say maybe that's a distance of alternate reality. Like
Yeah.
there's getting closer.
Right.
know.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, like I said, you think about all the things that, like we had said it before. You know, you look
time
at the time shift is probably one of the craziest things that.
Or timeline shift. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Timeline
Well,
shift?
yeah.
Yeah.
Skip whatever.
Right.
You know, but those are the things that we're like, whoa, it could be. You know, but then again, now too, is that there's something that subliminal message that they, you know, that whoever said it and make us think that it's real. You know, is it something that we would have believed that there's alternate universes, you know, different timelines?
Okay, so they are.
Like, so if there is, then is it that we're really seeing those things? That the Mandela effect is what's happening on another world?
Or the opposite,
There you go. You know what I mean? That shit is insane.
like Earth 1, Earth 2.
Yeah. Earth 2057.
DC comic.
Yeah, but still, they were doing that stuff. It wasn't called the Matrix, but still, they would
Right.
they were
Yeah.
alternate universes.
Right.
You know, the thing too, quite comic books were that whole,
Mhm.
whole you know, or multiple parallel universe theories, except Earth 2, Airverse,
Yeah. Yeah.
Snyderverse.
Just Snyder. No
You
doubt.
know,
I remember seeing a DC comic where Superman scans another Superman from another, another Earth. He's from an alternate Earth. She's like, how do you know? He goes, his organs are on the opposite side.
Yeah. I remember that. Like Pizarro.
His heart and everything.
Yeah, like Pizarro though. Remember Pizarro?
Everything
know?
was,
Same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. hmm And you think about if the comics were writing it, how true is it? As we said before, The Simpsons doing great things.
yeah, that happens way too often.
Yeah.
It's like a couple times you'd be like, that's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Why is it that
it's,
it just happens over and over?
Yeah.
right,
Oh, they show. Oh, look at this time in history. This episode of The Simpsons. You're like,
right.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That and hello, is that the Mandela effect?
No,
You know what I mean?
but the other thing about The Simpsons is, some people will be like, "Oh, this is going to happen because this was in a Simpsons episode," and then it doesn't.
and then it has
Right. Yeah.
So you don't.
Yeah.
Stop saying it. Just shut up.
Because it's the stuff that they want.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
not the stuff that really should or is going to happen. Like more real.
Keep it to yourself. Wait till it's to happen
Yeah.
first, and then talk about
Yeah.
it. You don't want to.
Well, I mean, look at what was it? Back to the Future. Like
Right.
this time in Back to the Future, we're supposed to have flying cars and self-drying shoes.
This timeline, yeah.
You know what I mean? And having the clothes that dry yourself off and stuff.
Nobody.
Listen, I remember reading
Unless it's
students
Yeah. Right. No.
back in high school, junior high school. I remember them reading students, our parents' stories, the things that they wrote or essays about what the future was going to be.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the stories were crazy. Like one had helicopters taking you to school every day and
Oh, no.
that kind of stuff. Yeah, they kind of thought the way we did, flying cars and all that other stuff, but it never really happened. I mean, we had helicopters and everything, but it was just not like that. But it was interesting to listen to some of them, to read it. Or
Yeah.
had a teacher read it off and some crazy stuff, what they thought. Now, and then, of course, when they got to their future, it wasn't like that.
Yeah. Well, imagination.
I think because we already do have.
There are flying cars.
Well,
now.
no, but-
There are.
Yeah,
It's just, it's got to be only, you'll never see it that high in the sky. No,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
But the thing that is out now,
Why could
that is in operation now, is self-driving vehicles.
Right.
Autonomous vehicles,
Right. Yeah.
What's if 15 years from now they make it where no one drives anymore and everything's just autopilot? just
Kind of like in
takes you where you need to
the
go.
Tom Cruise
That,
movie.
that I believe would be
Yes.
more plausible.
Minority Report, was it?
Yeah, yeah. Where it scales the buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I would say an autonomous vehicle, like where it's like mandatory, where like no one drives anymore, would be more. And not only that, can you imagine how efficient? Because most traffic is from us being assholes and trying to go around things and trying to be faster. Every time you jump lane,
Well, we'll see what happens. We won't be around for it. You and I will be gone already.
it would, and there would be no traffic because it would divert. It would make the traffic pattern internet based, like
Right.
where all the cars are networked together. They would network in a way where there would be no traffic during the highest best day,
Right.
because the cars would be tied together with a lanes.
Well,
Faster for everybody, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't have that.
That makes sense.
I was watching this thing on social media where they were showing this one car that could actually fly, but it would be more like the same level a normal car drives at. In other words, you just be hovering. But then you have those crazy go-karts they have now that you can get in and fly. They only go so high.
Okay.
And you can drive for like a good half hour or so, 45 minutes,
Mhm.
and it's like a go-kart in the air.
Yeah.
It's really unbelievable. It's great.
Oh yeah, I'm sure too. I mean, the car now.
Cool.
Get off and then go back.
I'm assuming somebody's operating that drone somehow, some way.
No,
That's fully automated.
yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, but is anything? Would you do it in the car?
No.
Would you get in a fully autonomous car?
No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Like the wildest one that I saw. I mean, yes,
It's like that's like taxi, like
yeah.
sharing.
Yeah. Look at Will Smith, iRobot.
Yeah.
And iRobot. Every vehicle, you can hit and do the self-drive or whatever, Demolition Man, he had that in there. So like
With the foam. If you crash, then all the foam would spray out.
But it's just these are things that have been spoken on, thought about forever. Is it so? Then now we'll go back to: is it really the Mandela effect? Is it really a glitch in the matrix, or is it that it's literally just evolution? Just how we think, how we're doing things. Yeah.
We won't know really probably until we go.
And even remember how you said
It's too late by that time.
when you said you turn around, if your spirit turns around and looks back, that it's going to take you back to the motherland,
Take you back home.
take you back home
To where you came from,
Right.
Or you would just get recycled. That's one of the theories,
right. So,
and then you would go back and you'd be born again.
so now when Lana said turn around and see, and going back home, we're going to turn around and be like, oh shit, it really was the Matrix. You know what I mean? Like we really were locked up in this shit.
Yeah. So the thing is too is like simulation, so the basis for glitch that
Right.
we're in a simulation, right? And
Right.
the whole thing is like there's a lot of people that really believe that like the odds that we're in like base reality really, really low, because one of the theories that if we can create a simulation, then who's to say that we're not already
In one. Right. But then how would we be allowed to do it right now? We weren't. Wouldn't they want to control that? And they wouldn't want us doing what we're doing right now?
Well, but again, it's like anything else. All right, so boom. There's this animated, and it's called Sword Art Online, and everybody puts on the they lay back in their beds or their couches in their chairs or whatever, and now they're fully submerged into this game, this whole thing, and that's their life. That's where they are. That's where they're happy. You know what I mean? Living and doing those things where they feel like they
Want like in a 3D world or something?
Yeah, exactly. Like just them running through here and doing whatever. It's like, technically we would be sitting, I'd be in my house somewhere in West Buffalo, whatever. And me coming over here and hanging out, doing the podcast is like, oh, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to do. I want to be something that I'm not in my regular life, in my regular world.
Right.
So then now, is that really what it is? But we've been doing it for so long, we forgot.
I love learning about it.
Yeah.
It's just a fun thing to learn.
Yeah.
Enough to just like read up on. And one of the what was one of the theories about it was like Okay. Oh, wait. I was gonna say-
Boom. Yeah, for real. But wouldn't it be freaking? Would it be cool to turn around and be able to do that? Be in a simulation?
Oh,
I
that's
don't know if I would want
that's
to be
what-
one.
that's what it was.
I would hope it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hope
What's
it
it-
like that.
What
But
if
it's yeah,
there's a video
right.
that's so realistic that you forget?
That's what I just said, yo. And you forget that you.
Yeah.
We didn't want to.
so that would mean everybody would forget because your parents and their parents and everybody
No,
else.
because you're in the simulation, so somebody would know about it. So as far as anybody's concerned,
Plus, you don't know
right.
who's part of the simulation.
Yeah,
And
Right.
Who's real
Yeah.
and who's just part of the
So like
game.
Tom was
Who's
saying
part of the
before.
game. you
right.
know,
Like
Right.
Tom said before, there's the people that are the fake, the computer programs,
NPC.
the NPCs that are
Right.
in there. So then now we're like, okay, Lou, are you really real? Is the guy that was walking past the
I feel real.
was he real? But now I've made you. You're in my video game, so you're in my reality. That then now I've made it to the computer has upgraded to where and reading everything that I'm asking about or
Right.
thinking about. That now you're real, quote unquote, real in my game.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy it like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, this is just the theory, as
Yes.
far as Matrix is concerned. The glitches in it,
Right.
the Mandela
I'm just
Effect.
saying this isn't anything we.
Yeah, no.
So it's just like,
it's our geek
Just
moment,
being said
Yeah.
by geek moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
is this real?
Right, yeah. Think about the Mandela Effect. Everything that we've seen, and Mandela Effect. I'm just saying it. When we see those birds that are, frozen in the sky, the airplane that's, flying, looking like it's flying backwards. Is that just like we said before, just optical illusion?
Well, I
Because
know
driving-
I know that if a plane is flying towards you and you're driving towards it,
Right.
it does give that optical illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh,
And I remember seeing a whole video on that. And the same thing with water moving too. Like if
Right.
it's like a windy day and the water, like
Right.
that's an lake.
Right.
And if you're in the opposite direction that the wind is in, it doesn't look like the
It's
wind
kind of
are not
frozen
moving.
up.
Like they're
Yeah.
frozen. It's pretty. I've seen that before.
Yeah. It's wild. But then they also have people with pictures, and like they have a squirrel who be sitting out there and just kind of like frozen. There's a couple of
Have you
those.
ever seen people who are just like
Yeah, person is
What is
like
it?
just stop, not
Yeah.
moving. You know what I mean?
Okay.
the NPC?
FCC, right?
Yeah.
Like, look, think about it, bro. Think of how many times that you on the subway in the city, right?
Yeah.
And you see a bum laying on a bench on the platform.
Right.
Is he real or he's just there? Because we've
So
Come down the
back to
track.
Matrix again. 'cause
Yeah,
that's what
Train
happened.
man.
right.
On districts.
right.
The train.
Yeah, like that. See, but like,
Right.
or that we walk down, we come down the stairs, walking on the platform.
There's a payphone, and there he is laying on the bench.
And
Yeah.
he's just laying on the bench. We're not paying him any attention. He doesn't get up. He's not moving or whatever. Us because like, it's just another bum. We get on the train and we leave. He's actually just that one, person, that one code that's there. That's a non-player. It's just somebody that's there. If we turn around and we go and we poke him, like, get away from me, leave me alone. We poke him again. Get away from me, leave me alone. We poke him again. Get away from me, leave me alone.
Nice. He's always this one phrase.
Right. That's it. You know what I mean? That's the
I don't know.
yeah. I feel you. But I said I watch a lot of Ancient Aliens and
Yeah, I get it.
all
No,
that
but I'm-
shit, so I'm all in it.
I get it. Crazy stuff. But yeah, I guess a repeat like that would be interesting if that actually really happened. But I'm trying to think if I had anything crazy happen to me.
Yeah. You guys
You
have
know.
any experience?
I can't really say. And you know what? If I do, I'll probably gonna remember after we had
Feel like
it done.
Well, even like the deja vu.
That I get a lot.
Yeah, so
I
that would
get
be the
that a
same
lot.
idea. That would be the same.
I'll be going. Oh, I feel like I was here already.
Yeah.
Like I've been here before, kind of thing.
one of the craziest things.
That's a weird feeling I get.
Oh yeah.
I would mention that. The craziest things I ever saw. I was in my 20s backyard. I'm looking up at the sky, and there's a cloud, and it's spinning and spitting out new clouds. Like it was making clouds and spit, and then going on.
Yeah.
It would spin, and it would just like grow, and then form another one, and it would spin and grow,
Really?
like in a conveyor belt. It was the weirdest.
That's crazy.
And this was, I had a phone at the time, and it's before smartphones, and it was like 1 megapixel or half a
Right.
megapixel. And when you
Right.
take a video of the sky,
Oh,
blah, blah, blah,
I wanna
you
bug
can do it.
Yeah.
But now you can. But
Yeah. But now you've never seen it again.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
like, oh, what the fuck?
It never happened again.
Yeah.
Well, what about those crazy clouds that they have on where they show you, and they just kind of follow people? They're on the street,
Mhm.
they move, and you know what I mean? Do you ever see those? And
Yeah.
they just kind of
Right. Yeah.
floating level, and they have like some kind of life to them.
Right.
Some kind of it's
you know
weird.
what I would love to see, like the cartoon where a rain cloud follows someone and walks.
Yeah.
Right? Lightning, lightning and thunder.
Yeah. What's the matter with you? You having a bad day? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm shitting eye at that.
Yeah.
That'd be a funny video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's another, I guess we'll say, version of, having that glitch, in the matrix, the Mandela effect. It's crazy, man. Is it really happening? Is it just our imaginations? You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be
Is
the
it just-
Twilight Zone in a
Yeah.
sense.
Like now we're talking about it, everybody that's watching us, they think about it. They're like, oh, wow, what was that? What if like now they get in the car, tomorrow they're in the car, they're driving somewhere, us driving home tonight, you tomorrow just looking around and whatever, and poof, oh shit, we was talking about this yesterday. You know what I mean? It's subliminal. It's something that we've heard somewhere, seen, and they're like, yo, I
Right.
wonder if that's real, that really happened. Is it happening? I like to think that we're not just like, cattle, I guess. We're not just batteries like in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? That it's just
I'm sorry, but this.
Yeah. this dude, that was so insane. But that what would make people comfortable that they would just be this kind of, I guess, comfortable.
Didn't somebody blow the whole Matrix thing out? It was the Neil.
The grassy type.
Yes, he said there was a flaw in it, and it had to do with the formula wasn't right or something. He says because now they have to be fed food, right? Now they have to eat in order for them, right? So then, he was saying that changes everything in a sense because of that one thing.
But see, here's where the nutrition part comes in. It's a different
Yeah,
thing
sure.
that our bodies
But
actually.
he didn't mention though, because in the movie, you're actually eating those who already passed, and
Right.
they make it into a liquid,
Liquid.
and then they
Yeah.
feed you. And
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Listen, we don't need food to be a cow, a chicken, or that, we could have plant-based foods. Period. We know that already. You know what I mean? And survive. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So then it's nothing to have a greenhouse, put up some nifty ass lights, and shit is going to grow. So then if they turn around and put it into a mush, the robots, the machines, or whatever it is that's feeding us through this matrix, it's nothing for them to turn around and, make it happen. So
most
But
assume-
that's one version of
right,
simulation.
yeah.
right.
The other version of the simulation theory that explains all religion is that the simulation theory explains, before life, after life, all the stuff that religion would say
Right.
is that that's just the simulation. Is
Right.
That, like that heaven or whatever is like the existence outside the simulation.
Right. Okay. This is just the host body. And,
Yeah.
we're going to be out and we're the star.
We're the avatar.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's probably more feasible. I mean, considering what we know, what we're assuming, I guess,
Yeah.
as far as the universe and shit is concerned, that's not too exactly
Yeah.
apart from that. Yeah.
But like it's a simulation, but out of the computer.
Yeah.
Right.
Reality.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe we're all plugged into this fucking Oculus, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? Without even knowing.
No, I think we would know.
Yeah. Oh, put it back on.
Put it back on.
Yeah.
It's a pretty shitty game if there is one, and that's what we're in right now.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
This
that right
game
now.
sucks.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like quarterback.
You know what I mean?
Well,
I say, start over.
yeah. Start over, redo, do over. It's a do over, yo. It's a do over.
Exactly.
Again, but this is what we feel is our reality.
But don't forget, the Twilight Zones did that as well.
Right? Yeah.
That stuff when it came to aliens or
Uh-huh.
Like the one I like a lot is, so this says this Toy Story is real, right? In a sense, because remember the one where they had all these people and they were like in this,
In the box.
I don't know, in a like a drum or something or a can,
Uh-huh.
and they were trying to get out of it, and they wound up being dolls.
Right.
They were trying to get out of the trash can, and they would fall out, and then someone would put it back in.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Like,
You remember that one? You ever see that one, Tom?
I don't know.
It was a ballerina, someone from the army. It was something.
The army guy was the one that's trying to get out.
Right. Twilight
Twilight
Zone.
Zone.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. The clown.
Right. Clown, and then they try to get it, and he finally gets over, and he falls out, and then someone picks him up and puts him back in.
Yeah. But see, now you're gonna go down. So the other Twilight Zone one that I thought that was a pretty good one is this couple, they're on in a neighborhood. They're walking through like, oh, you shouldn't have drank so much. And she's like, you drank too. They're trying to get out.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When they turn around at the end of the episode, come to find out that they were dolls and the giant alien.
They were pets.
They were pets for the giant alien.
Someone stole them from Earth and brought them back, and then they were in there like in their little model or something.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, my favorite Twilight Zone is the one where they go to that dinner and they all wear the mask.
Yeah, and their faces the same.
Oh, the faces all messed up.
The rich father was all pissed off at them and whatnot, hated them, and he was waiting for them to die. Yeah, that was a good one. But again, look at all that stuff. These are ideas that were put. I'm gonna say that we're gonna go with the Matrix stuff. These are ideas that were put in our heads. These are things that is it real? Is it really? I don't know. Is it real that are we really living the life that we're here? All the ideas, all these things that we think about. The Matrix. These are things that were put in our heads. We're gonna turn around and I can tell you, oh yeah, so your shirt was made out of bamboo, not cotton.
Yeah, but then you can go into the whole alien thing where you could say we sent from aliens, and that it's in our DNA to strive for that, to go to space and everything. So that's where all the sci-fi and all that comes from, and then a lot of that stuff comes true.
Right.
So all that stuff is already in your DNA. It's just so your imagination is what's making it become real life, even if it was just in a movie.
Exactly, mundo. So that is it real? Is that what's going to be? If we keep wishing it,
it's real.
We're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
Like you said, something that you said that sticks is when we compare the sci-fi movies, between Star Wars and Star Trek. Star Trek seems to be more of the more of our reality. Us moving forward, evolving right now.
You got a lot of that in Star Wars too, because I like the way the ships, like shuttle ships and stuff like that. I love it. They have that in Star Trek too, but I think that movie as well. I mean, we're getting close to making a lightsaber, so it might be reality.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. No, you're right. And sci-fi, it's not only those two, but it's not only those two things though. It's everything. A lot of stuff in sci-fi, I should say, that we've seen through the years that we're like, oh, you never know, certain things.
Yeah.
And usually it comes true, right?
Mm-hmm. The phone, the communicator. Yeah. It was.
They got to the moon, didn't they? Remember they were thinking about going to the moon back in the day when they were just black and white movies and they were stills.
Uh-huh.
Like they were, with no sound and
making that whole thing.
And they would land into it, and these people get off the ship and everything.
Exactly.
Now they
and then it became reality.
Right.
What's our reality?
They flew.
Isn't already, one of them things. I'm digging it. I love that stuff. It's cool. You're messing me up with the Mandela Effect idea, though, bro. Because, like I said, I'm following this guy on social media. I just saw him the other day, and I just hit follow, and so I can't remember his name. He's talking about Mandela Effect and all these different things that that he's seeing, that he's paying attention to. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, but now we're aware of the Mandela Effect. So that's the thing that's so weird about it. We're saying these things happen, but we know of it.
Right. Yeah. And there you go. So now is this us like
so we're discussing it,
stretching it,
and saying, is it a glitch or isn't it?
Yes, exactly. I love it. So with that, thank you everybody for listening to another Geek episode.
For sure.
Thank you, Tom. I thought you were going to say the Schwartz.
The Schwartz be with you.
So with that, thank y'all for listening. Like, follow, Send us messages. Appreciate you guys. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Live long and prosper.
And keep on. And keep on. And
Keep on glitching.
and keep on. And keep on.